Good evening. My name is Josh Umphrey, and today I'd like to discuss the use of social networking in education. This project is done in conjunction with Baker University as part of their Master's in Educational Leadership degree. One big misconception is that social networking and social media are the same thing. Social media is a form of electronic communication through websites and blogs where the main focus is to create online communities and share information and ideas, communicate with others, and deliver multimedia content. In summary, the main focus of social media is that the website and how the users interact with it. There are literally thousands of social media websites on the internet with billions of users worldwide. Three of the most famous social media sites are Facebook, which was created in 2004 by Mark Zuckerberg. There are currently 1.55 billion users on Facebook. There are some practical educational uses of Facebook today. Most schools use Facebook to publicize events or distribute information. Twitter, which was created in 2006 by Jack Dorsey, Evan Williams, Biz Stone, and Noah Glass, currently has 307 million active users. Some educational uses of Twitter are communication with parents and students. It's used to promote groups within the school and also publicize events with pictures and sometimes short videos. Instagram has emerged as a major player in the social media world. It was created in 2010 by Kevin Systrom and Mark Krieger. They claim 400 million users as of September 2015. Instagram is designed as a medium to share creativity, mostly photos and short videos. So educationally, Instagram is used to promote student art and other works. Where social media is more about physical websites, social networking is more about the relationships we build in person and on the internet. Nicholas Christakis is an American-born psychologist. He is known for his research on social networks. During a TED Talk in February of 2010, Dr. Christakis talked about how people are drawn to social networks and ultimately adapt to be like those around them. Although his speech does not directly address the use of social networks in education, it brings up a great argument about our surroundings and who we choose to surround ourselves with. The argument for education is that we need to create an environment where students are interactive with learning. I've attached a link below where you can continue to watch my original Prezi with the links to the videos, but for now I want to continue on with 3 questions that the video sparked. The first was, describe how students use social media to define their personal social networks. If we are honest, we know that our students are using social media in mostly non-educational ways. Our students are seeking entertainment or popularity. Our students are trying to find others who confirm their beliefs and justify their opinions, rather than branching out to find people who challenge their beliefs or challenge their opinions. They define their personal network through a system of likes and retweets, and essentially, it's based on popularity. The second question that arises is compare and contrast how students use social media as a means of entertainment and as a tool for education. If you take the time to search the most visited websites and the most viewed online videos, you probably won't be shocked to know that they aren't about math or science. We need to change this as teachers and make educational videos and educational websites more appealing. Which brings me to the last question. Describe how teachers can use social media and social networking as a catalyst for learning. As teachers, we need to create a digital environment that stimulates student curiosity and desire for media. We need to define a social network that surrounds our students with learning. Our students, remember, are a product of the social network they are a part of. Education does have an answer to the world of social media. One example is Edmodo. Edmodo is a virtual classroom website that allows teachers to communicate with parents and students via the internet or mobile connection. Teachers can pose questions in virtual forums to foster student-to-student collaboration. In other words, Edmodo is the Facebook for education. As you can see through that short YouTube video, Edmodo provides a lot of resources for our students. Things like quick interactions, daily posts and forums, even quizzes, and online polls. Google Classroom is one that I feel most passionate about. It is undeniable that Google is one of the most used platforms on the internet. The ingenuity of Google creates an appealing environment for our students. Google Classroom opens the world of Google to our students. Google Classroom integrates assignments into one location. Teachers are able to create assignments, collect and grade all in the same location. Google Classroom fully integrates with other Google environments such as Google Docs and YouTube. In other words, Google Classroom literally brings the world of Google to your class. Even though the video suggests that Google Classroom is coming, I assure you that it is already here, and it is both familiar and intuitive for our teachers and our students. And the cool thing about it is that it updates in real time to provide instant feedback for students. One other entity that needs to be mentioned is YouTube, and although YouTube is a Google product, it still deserves to be mentioned here. YouTube has an enormous range of educational materials for teachers. YouTube also allows teachers to create personal YouTube pages of their own educational videos. YouTube is the third most visited website in the world. YouTube has the ability to capture a student's attention for hours. If a teacher can be direct about a student's curiosity towards academic things, then YouTube can be a powerful ally. The Khan Academy, created by Salman Khan, has taken YouTube to a whole new level. During a TED Talk in March of 2011, Khan talked about how he used YouTube to teach his relatives math. He has since transformed his YouTube page into an online community of learning. In other words, YouTube provides endless education for our students. And as teachers, we need to direct that education towards learning things. Below is the TED Talk of Salman Khan. You can watch it using the link below.
We're getting letters from people.
It is important that teachers educate their students on the appropriate uses of technology. Things like your digital footprint and even things that go well beyond our digital footprint need to be addressed by teachers. One powerful video about our digital footprint says that teachers need to educate and enlighten students about the digital footprint they leave behind.
Just about all of us have a digital dossier, but many of us have no idea what it even is. Your dossier is the accumulation of all the digital tracks you leave behind. And this accumulation did not just start last week, month, or even year. It started before you were even born. The line between your digital dossier and your identity is constantly shifting. One way to see the implication of this movement is to imagine how information goes into the file of a child born today. Let's call him Andy. The first entry into Andy's file occurs while he's still 5 months into the womb. It is a sonogram, probably framed by his parents, or even forwarded via email to their closest relatives. The same picture will also be copied in Andy's hospital folder and into a file for the pediatrician who will take over after his birth. As the new baby grows, so do the number of items in his digital file. Andy's barcoded bracelet lists facts like gender, time of birth, surname, and more. Friends and family will come to meet the baby, bring gifts, and take more photos, probably with phones or digital cameras. These photos are then also uploaded to other Flickr feeds or Facebook albums as part of the welcoming process. Andy's parents will use their phones to spread the news with SMS text messages, saying something along the lines of, "Healthy baby boy, born 6 pounds at 5:30 p.m. Friends will also post to the Flickr feeds, which will conveniently contain multitudes of Andy's pictures. This process of capturing and spreading pictures will continue for Andy's entire life, with pictures of the first time Andy sits, stands, walks, and talks. As Andy grows, he will now be able to independently share information about himself. He registers as a user on Neopets, where he fills out his name, age, birth date, and other details. Half of the blanks may not be even necessary to fill out, but Andy does not notice the significance of the asterisks as described at the bottom of the page. And so, Andy grows bigger, taller, and broader, and with him grows his digital dossier. As an adolescent, he is sucked into Facebook, where he posts pictures, videos, and information about his likes and dislikes. Facebook in turn deposits cookies into his web browser, tracking his activities. He signs up for a Gmail account and regularly uses Google to research for information needed in school assignments. Google in turn keeps tabs on all the searches Andy makes from his IP address. In college, he buys books from Amazon, which asks for his mailing address and credit card number. Andy's credit card company adds even more details to his dossier: the date, time, location, and price of every purchase he makes. And as Andy moves around, the GPS in his cell phone enables his service provider to know where he is and how many times he has been there recently. He is also filmed by surveillance cameras whenever he walks into secured college buildings. When Andy gets married, his dossier expands to encompass all the information about his wife, and they start a weblog together to share their thoughts and opinions online. Together they compile shelf upon shelf of digital tracks, files that are recorded and stored under their names. And when Andy has his first baby, aptly named Andy Jr., the cycle is started all over again. These data points, some publicly accessible, others safeguarded to various degrees by companies and agencies that collect and store this data, make Andy's identity as it forms, even before he himself begins to shape it. And Andy's digital dossier will even grow after his death. Photos or videos of the funeral, RIP messages on MSN Messenger, or his Facebook status posts. Andy probably never knew how large his dossier was. How aware are you of the tracks you leave behind? Want to learn more about your digital dossier?
As you can see, the video brings up a lot of good questions. The number one question is, how aware are you of the tracks that you leave behind? And most importantly, how aware are our students of the tracks that they leave behind? Another important aspect to cover with our students is the importance of disconnecting. As we push our students deeper into the technological world, we must emphasize the importance of disconnecting at times. The most powerful relationships in my mind are still made face to face.
Did you know the average person spends 4 years of his life looking down at his cell phone? Kinda ironic, ain't it? How these touch screens can make us lose touch. But it's no wonder in a world filled with iMacs, iPads, and iPhones, so many eyes, so many selfies, not enough us's and we's. See, technology has made us more selfish and separate than ever. Because while it claims to connect us, connection has gotten no better. And let me express first, Mr. Zuckerberg, not to be rude, but you should reclassify Facebook to what it is, an anti-social network. Because while we may have big friend lists, so many of us are friendless all alone. Because friendships are more broken than the screens on our very phones. We sit at home on our computers measuring self-worth by numbers of followers and likes. Ignoring those who actually love us, it seems we'd rather write an angry post and talk to someone who might actually hug us. Am I bugging? You tell me, because I asked a friend the other day, let's meet up face to face. They said, all right, what time you want to Skype? I responded with OMG, SRS, and then a bunch of SMHs and realized, what about me? Do I not have the patience to have conversation without abbreviation? This is the generation of media overstimulation. Chats have been reduced to snaps. The news is 140 characters. Videos are 6 seconds at high speed. And you wonder why ADD is on the rise faster than 4G LTE. But get a load of this. Studies show the attention span of the average adult today is 1 second lower than that of a goldfish. So if you're one of the few people or aquatic animals that have yet to click off or close this video, congratulations. Let me finish by saying you do have a choice, yes. But this one, my friends, we cannot autocorrect. We must do it ourselves. Take control or be controlled, make a decision. Me, no longer do I want to spoil a precious moment by recording it with a phone. I'm just gonna keep them. I don't want to take a picture of all my meals anymore. I'm just gonna eat them. I don't want the new app, the new software, or the new update. And if I want to post an old photo, who says I have to wait until Thursday? I'm so tired of performing in the pageantry of vanity and conforming to this accepted form of digital insanity. Call me crazy, but I imagine a world where we smile when we have low batteries. Because that'll mean we'll be one bar closer to humanity.
So just like the video says, as our students are being drawn more to look down at their devices and at their phones, we as teachers need to encourage them to look up and have face-to-face conversations every now and then. I appreciate your time and devoting to watching this presentation. Below is a list of the sites that I used as part of this project. This project is also copyrighted except where otherwise noted, and this work is licensed under the creativecommons.org license 3.0. Thank you for your time. My name is Josh Umphrey. If you have further questions, you can place comments in the comments below or email me. My email is attached below. Thank you for your time.